Hey everyone, welcome to the Infinite Respawn podcast. I'm Chicken.
I'm Oak Tree.
I'm Grif.
I'm Baka.
What's up, guys?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
No.
No, not
At all. You're fired. You're fired.
Never do that again.
Y'all are cruel, and you're all over my screen now. Like I just expanded the whole damn thing to try to figure this out.
We've been having Skype problems before the show for like the past 15-20 minutes. It's been super great.
Yeah.
So
Always.
Should show the world this. Like it's just. You're like,
wow. Look,
you know, and I use my 60-inch for my third monitor. I should just move everybody over to that.
Then you might be able to see a couple of us.
Right? Based on how big they wanted me to expand it before, it probably would have had to be that big just to see Grif, since all I could see was her ear.
That's weird. Is it because I'm using... Well, no, Chicken and I have the same camera, don't we?
No. You got one of those fancy 1080p cameras, and I'm a lowly 720 scrub over here.
Oh. Whatever. I imagine today's show is largely going to be us talking about what we played because the news is minuscule because E3 is right around the corner. Yay!
Yay!
So I imagine in a couple of weeks we'll have a really long show.
Yeah.
To make up for it. It'll balance out. Yay!
Yay.
So what's everybody been playing this week?
Video games, if you'd believe it.
I will just walk straight in there and punch you.
Please do it. Please do it. On the air. I'll wait.
Come on. I'm waiting.
Like right on the air.
No,
just
I
really,
can't.
see a hand
I can't
come out
have
of the
video
side and
proof.
just go.
Can't have video
I'll turn
proof
off the camera. If you want to come in here.
Then there's audio proof, so no.
I'll turn off the mic too. I'll mute it
Camera
all.
comes back. Chicken has a black eye.
Okay, what's everybody been playing?
Who wants to go first?
Should we
Oh
rock,
my
paper,
God.
scissors for it? Pull straws?
I always go first because I was trying to give somebody else an opportunity. So.
That's fine. I'll go first. I've played a lot of stuff, so buckle up, boys. Let's do this.
I don't have a seatbelt.
That's your own fault. So I stumbled upon a video about a game that I didn't know existed and then played the first episode of it. Because everything comes out in episodes now. But there's a game on Steam called Bendy the Ink Machine. And it is an atmospheric scary game, I guess. There's 2 episodes right now with the 3rd episode on the way. And it's based on like 1920s animation style cartoon stuff, basically. And the first episode, like I said, is free, but it's only like 25-30 minutes that it's going to take you to get through it. It's really neat though. And I really like it, and I am going to wait because I hate the episodic thing because I hate waiting in between, so I'm just going to wait till all 5, I think it's supposed to be 5 episodes. I'm going to wait till all 5 are out and then binge play them because the first one was really good. So you should all play it because it's free on Steam. The first
I'm looking
episode.
at the trailer now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm
it
sold.
kind of reminds me of like
2 seconds
Steamboat
of it.
Willie and things like that.
Actually, if you like that, you should also go to the Game Theorist YouTube channel and watch his game theory on it because you will learn a thing or two about old school animation and who was really first. Not Disney, spoiler.
Sometimes the first person doesn't always win the race.
That's true. It's really neat, and it is really insightful as to how the series is likely going to continue on. But it's pretty good. Check it out. Freebie first episode. Second episode's like $6. I think it's $5.99. But I'm gonna wait till they all come out so I can just sit down and play it all at once. Probably die a little bit because there was some tense moments where I was like, I don't want to keep walking forward, but I have to. Made my sister play it, and then she immediately was like, what did I just play? I was like, yeah. She's like, I kind of want to play the rest of it now. I know, right? And then she's gotten to sit down and start GTA. So we met Trevor this weekend. Yeah, she's like, do I have to play as Trevor or can I just not do his parts? I was like, nope, gotta be Trevor.
Everybody starts off that way, really?
Yeah.
Trevor grows on you.
Well, that's the thing is because then you get to
And if you're with Trevor, he'll make you grow things on you.
Ugh.
That's weird.
He's gross and disgusting, but he sometimes does nice things, and so you're like left with this weird in-between feeling about him because he's still a skeezy, gross dude, but
He's crazy.
Tries to help sometimes, and
You know,
Trevor's
the
an
actor that
interesting
plays him was on
character.
Westworld, and I could not unsee him.
he's in The Walking Dead. Stephen Ogg. He's in the Walking Dead as a character that
is
does
crazy.
some things that are similar to Trevor, but yeah, you can't like. He came on the first time on the Walking Dead episode, and I was like, oh my god, it's fucking Trevor, fucking great.
Well, you can imagine, like, because Westworld's set like in a Western theme, and he's one of the characters in the Western theme part of it. So it's like he's got like this bowler hat, and he's got his little stash that on like he likes it, and it's just like he's this dick bag, and I'm like, oh my god, Trevor in the Wild West, what's going on?
As much
Trevor's
as
gonna
like,
be in the next Red Dead.
oh god, as much as he's like the most disgusting character you've ever met, he's the one that everybody like it sticks out the most to everyone. You can recall things that Trevor did 10 times faster than you can recall some of the stuff that Michael or Franklin did. Even if you like Michael and or Franklin more, it's just interesting.
Yeah, it's like that. You don't have enough brain bleach to fucking scrub your mind from the shit you see from him. It's like everybody else. Oh yeah, that's fine. And then you're playing Trevor, and you're like, why? I can never unsee that now. Thank you, Trevor. God, thank you.
Thank you for making that happen.
Yeah. So, unless you want to pour bleach all over your head and try to remove the thoughts of him, I think you're stuck with him forever.
That won't work.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna help you. But 6 months late to the party, got to finally play Dead Rising 4. So I'm playing a Christmassy themed game in June. But whatever, it is what it is. That's a lot of fun. I actually started a post about it, and I'm going to like update on the website about my gameplay on that. So I'm basically just going to blabber about it for a while. It's been fun. It's stupid, mindless fun. You don't play that game for the plot. You just don't. And I started Bulletstorm too, which is another game that you don't necessarily play for the plot.
I like the plot of that game-ish. You know?
Ish, plot-ish things, whatever.
It's
I like
not
the
the worst
stuff.
plot.
It's not a bad plot. I think that I like the script. Like, I like the act, like just the banter the whole time.
There were disclaimers, and I don't remember this being on 360, so maybe this is new, or maybe I just don't remember it. But as soon as I loaded up the game, because I'm playing the remaster, it was like, there's lots of curse words and bad things, so if you're a good kid, you can turn that off. Do you want to play it with the curse words or not? And I was like, I'm gonna play it as it's intended. Yes, I want to play with the curse words. And then there's a second one that pops up and is like, there's gallons of blood and gore and guts, and if you're a good kid and don't want to see all of that stuff, you can turn it off. Do you want to turn it off? I was like, no. It's a mature game. What are you trying to buffer this down to like 12-year-old level? Come on.
Apparently.
Show me the guts, show me the gore, and say all the bad words. Let's do this.
I guess that's why it costs so much.
I don't
because
remember
they had
that
to
being
get
on the PC
actors
version.
to come back and redo it.
Because I have the PC version of it, and I don't remember it asking all those questions.
Yeah,
That's weird.
I don't remember that either. It's got to be for the remaster. Like, specifically because of the remaster.
Well, I have the remaster, but it's on PC. That's what I'm saying. I'm just wondering if it's... Because you have the Xbox One version, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's just, like, console only. Like,
wow.
Like,
that's profiling the shit out of console players. Holy fuck.
Well,
Are you a
but to
special
be...
snowflake?
I mean, if you
can
think
turn
about
this
it, little kids are going to more than likely be playing on a console over a PC.
Hey,
Why
that's
would you give your
profiling.
little kid Bulletstorm to fucking start with?
Well,
Why
but that
would you
makes...
get your kid Grand Theft Auto? But parents still do it and going, well, they just said that they just drive around cars and things like that and explosions. No, ma'am, you can pick up hookers and have sex with them in the car. Well, he said that's just optional. No, Trevor in a cutscene in the game that you cannot skip, is caught with a woman bent over a counter. Oh, well then he doesn't.
Oh, you
need
can
that
also
game.
see Trevor's dick in a cutscene that you can't skip. Saw that too. My sister's like, how much do you think they had to pay that guy extra to animate that? I was like, no.
How do you know it was a guy that animated it? I'm just asking.
Well, that's true.
You know?
The person that animated that, I guess. But yeah, I just thought it was weird that it had that disclaimer, you can turn this off. It's like, you can turn it back on if you change your mind later. I was like, I'm not going to change my mind. Let's see all the bad stuff. That's why I'm playing an M-rated fucking game.
It's almost like they're like, okay, well, we know that, our retailers aren't going to do their job, so we're going to have to do it.
Did mommy buy you this game? Would you like to turn off the bad words?
That would be hilarious, especially with a game like that that's sarcastic as shit. So
I'm offending somebody right now who's like, I'm just squeamish about blood. Why would you say that to me? I'm an adult.
Well, you shouldn't play a game like that.
It's a violent M-rated game.
I mean, it
Blood
tells
guts
you
are just par
what's
for the
going to
course.
be in there.
But now removing blood from a game that's been a regular thing. Like they used to do that.
Just sad.
Even Mortal Kombat, like Mortal Kombat 2, I think had that option back in the day.
Well,
which was
the
just
first
a
one,
red line that would squirt
out. The first
out,
one on the Super Nintendo did it for you automatically. So
yeah.
Oh.
They
Nintendo.
replaced the blood with sweat.
Ew.
Yeah, that's right. They did.
So sweat just okay, whatever.
Yeah, like when
it
you
just
start
oozes
punching
off
the dude
of
in
you.
the face, like all the sweat just starts coming out and
that's
instead of
just
blood.
I don't think that's
It's
healthy.
censoring.
Anyway, I've had a very busy gaming week, I guess. So that's what I've been doing, and it's been great. Told you I had a lot of stuff, so somebody else can go now.
I'll go this time, I guess.
Well,
I love that there's just silence. Nobody wants to like step on anybody else's
You can edit
toes.
that out. You can just like just remove the silence. And me and Baka
Not
have
on
been
the
playing
video.
a lot of. Okay. Just basically cut it out and we'll skip forward a little bit.
Yeah, okay, whatever. No, we're not. Go.
So I've been playing Rime, which I'm enjoying. I need to play some more today. Basically, the artwork, which was a lot like Wind Waker, is like the gameplay is nothing like Wind Waker. Like this is designed. There's no regular plot line that you're used to being introduced into the world and talking to people or anything like that. It's all just they'll have like murals on the wall that kind of explain to you the story on how it came to be, but most of it's just puzzle driven. It reminds me a lot of playing Journey, in the fact that like I'm enthralled with playing the game and trying to get from point A to point B and how do I get past this, and I really like the art style. The little fox is really cute. It gets on my nerves sometimes because he barks a lot, but so
I'd rather have that than Navi flying around you going, "Hey, listen!
Oh my
hey,
God.
Listen. Shut up!"
So, well, I can just tell you that the song was completely wrong. That is not what a fox says. That's all I'm saying now. Okay, that's all I can tell you.
That's what we've learned. Got it.
Yes, but it would be funnier. Like you're playing the game and you hear.
No, that would be the end of that game.
Yeah, real quick.
So it's like art style wise, it's pretty cool. The first world that you start off with is kind of like an island, and it kind of introduces you with what you have to do, which is you have a growl ability. I don't know really, a yelling ability. I don't know what you call it. But you get to certain things like torches and things like that, and you can hit a button and he kind of just yells. He just goes, "Ha!" like that. And when he does, like the torch will light up and change a color. Or if you're near these big orb things, the orb thing will shoot out like it's almost like an echo effect. Shoot out and light stuff up. And you have to figure out puzzle-wise what you need to move around in order to make that light up things and stuff like that. It's cool little game. I mean, I don't know how much further I am in it. I'm only on like I'm on the third world, I guess is what you'd call it, because there's like you start off on an island and then you move to another piece and then you move on to another one. The only thing I don't get is you always end up unconscious wherever you end up at. So like you start off, you're kind of unconscious and you're on a beach and you wake up, and then the next one you're on like a pedestal and you're unconscious and you wake up, and it's like I had a whole storyline, like a little
Maybe you
cutscene.
have narcolepsy, or you're
Maybe.
being abducted by aliens.
Oh God,
Yeah, but
aliens.
But one of them, like the last one, I was on a boat, and I'm on this boat, and then the next thing I know, I'm waking up unconscious away from any beach. So I'm like, what happened? How did I get to where I'm at?
Maybe
Like,
you have some sort of brain disorder that they're going to address eventually, and you have like moments where you black out completely and wander.
Maybe. Could be. This whole thing could be a brain injury.
I think that's probably stretching it. I think that the designers were probably just a little bit lazy about it, but it's much
Maybe.
more fun to theorize about your brain issue.
And there's a mystery person.
Maybe that's it. Maybe he like knocks you out every time and relocates you to see how. Maybe you're like a test subject.
Maybe
like a
he was in
portal
the
or
boat
something.
the last time before I woke up unconscious. So total possibility.
See, that's what it is.
Yeah, but it's like all dressed in red. Looks like Little Red Riding Hood almost, because it's like all red. But the artwork is set it up to where you can't see the face at all, and the legs are all black. Like so, it's black and then black for the legs, and it's very interesting artwork.
Aliens.
Aliens.
You're being abducted by aliens at the end. Thanks for
Aliens.
solving this puzzle, and the aliens are really just testing you.
Yep. So
You're not surviving. It's the aliens.
but it's fun. I recommend it so far. I'll let you know once I finish it whether I would recommend it completely. But I recommend Journey if nobody's ever played Journey. So, which I thought was one of the music alone in that game is amazing. And then I just like going from point A to point B was almost mesmerizing. So I'm getting the same thing, but it's not almost moving straight forward. Journey, you just kind of move from point A to like you're just moving straight. This you're having to go back to areas you've been in order to unlock some of the puzzles you were doing. So pretty cool though. And then I got a new graphics card for my PC.
Woo!
Yay! So
Yay!
got
What'd
a
you
1060 turbo. And
That's pretty
so yep. So I wanted something that was VR ready because I'm getting close to where I want to get a Vive. So
I just need more for in the VR market before I'm ready. Like I really, really, really just want to play the free Google Paint thingy, but other than that, there's not enough that I'm like, yeah, let's do this.
You don't want to drop $800 just to paint? Come on now.
Yeah, just to play the free game. It's not even a game; it's a paint program. But yeah, no.
Right now they've got the Vive. If you buy it off the HT website, the new Star Trek game comes free too. So you want to play that. I know how much you are in Star Trek.
I mean, it would be fun to play it, but it's just not enough of an incentive for me to be like, yes, I definitely want to spend this kind of money on VR because I just feel like the VR market's stalled out. We're gonna do it. We're just not able to do it yet because they can't figure out how to make people not motion sick and how to facilitate the need to be standing up and turning around without buying one of the really expensive treadmill things.
You know those aren't as expensive as you would think.
Are they not? Aren't they like $500, $600?
They cost about the same as a Vive.
Yeah, I was going to say they're about as much as a Vive. I mean, if you can get like
then you're still looking at throwing down like $1,200 on a VR setup.
That's not bad for a whole elliptical fucking thing where you can just
true.
run around in and put the Vive on. And
Free exercise.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not free. You spent $1,200 on it.
How much is a treadmill?
Exercise.
Treadmills are more expensive than that.
Well, I know, but then you have this. It comes with shoes. You got shoes.
You gotta have special shoes and special gloves and special stuff.
You have all this
not
special
all
stuff.
the way there yet.
Give them a whole special outfit and you can run around that way.
It'll be a few more years before VR really gets going. It's going to take a big AAA company to put something in to the VR market for it to really take off.
Yeah,
Bethesda's working on something, so.
Yeah, it'll be interesting once they get Fallout 4 or one of those into that world.
Skyrim.
So.
I think the downside that you'd be left with then is still having having a controller, even if it is the little hand things. It doesn't free up your hands the way that your hands would be free in the game, and I think that's still going to be because part of the magic of VR is being able to immerse yourself. But if you're holding sticks, you're not super immersed.
And that's why if they're working on it, and Bethesda's as smart as they do, they'll make your character so that you can just keep your hands free. Like you could pick up things in Fallout.
Yeah, but you still have to hold the gun and things like that.
Right. You'll just have to.
Or the baseball bat, because I know you'd run around with that.
Oh, man, that would be.
They make gloves.
Series, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you put the gloves.
There's
on
a company that makes the gloves, to where the gloves themselves were. I don't know how it works, but they have like a trigger finger or whatever, so you would just.
Pretend like you're holding the gun.
Yeah.
You'd have to like look at your hands in the game and see you holding the gun, and then kind of go from there. And they're like, "Oh wow, the gun's in my hand," and then you.
And whatever that new PlayStation 4 VR game is that just came out, that's sci-fi also. It has the move gun attachment thing.
So
whatever it is,
the PlayStation Move just needs to stop.
Well, but it's part of their VR system now. They don't have a choice.
Yeah, they need to reimagine their controllers. I don't know if they have or not, because those original PlayStation Move controllers that were like the wands with little globes on the end are just...
Oh, they're the same thing. They're just a little smaller, I think, but they're the same thing. They still have... Because that's part of how... Because they use their camera as part of their VR system, where like the Vive has two bases that you set up in the room to where it takes up a larger space. Mm-hmm. The VR from the PlayStation uses just the little camera that's about this big, which would have been, what we all thought the Kinect would eventually end up being.
The Kinect, which we don't talk about anymore because nobody likes it.
Hey, just because it doesn't like you doesn't mean that we don't like it.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the thing is nobody uses it. Even Microsoft's like, we don't talk about that anymore.
I like the Kinect.
I think they will once they get their AR stuff going. I think they will, because I think it's going to be part of it.
Oh, absolutely.
Probably.
Yeah.
I just think it's gonna take a while. Just like VR, it's gonna take a while.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
they'll get it. But yeah, definitely recommend it. And I'm excited about my new graphics card. I put Doom in just to play a little bit and put it on Ultra on everything. And I was like, hey, nothing's dragging. Yay. It's working.
Them ultra settings. Yeah.
Yay, Ultra.
So I play
So.
Skyrim on. Or not Skyrim. Well, yeah, Skyrim too, but Fallout is what I was thinking.
Oh, I could do that. It's not a bad idea. Once it goes on sale again, it was like $15 like a couple weeks ago, or $20 or something like that. I could have got.
Gotta
it.
get all the DLC to go with it.
Yeah.
Pick it all up at the same time. Do it. Steam Summer Sale's coming up though.
Yep, should be in the next couple of weeks.
Few weeks, yeah. What about
Friday the
Hold on to your
13th comes up.
wallets.
checking it back?
yes.
What have you guys been playing? Sorry, we totally ran off.
Oh,
No,
that's
you
fine.
guys-
I've been playing the Switch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. You finally got your Switch.
I've been playing Zelda, Mario Kart, and Street Fighter. I'm trying to get my fingers used to where the buttons are because they're small and close together. So I kept hitting the wrong buttons during Street Fighter. I also had to switch the high kick and high punch to the trigger buttons in the back because the front little triggers are... My fingers keep naturally kind of wanting to slip off and go to the back ones anyways. So I've been having to move some buttons around.
Did you not get a Pro Controller with it?
No, couldn't afford it.
Well, you definitely need a Pro Controller.
That's fine. I'll just practice a little bit more, get used to the controllers, and then stomp Red a new one.
I like that Red's like, I will get this game to play with you, and the only thing you can think about is total annihilation of your friend.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Come on now.
I will do with him like I have done with everyone else. Make it go. It's like, I don't want to play with you no more.
And that is why you are lonely.
Oh, that was savage. Holy
Hey, he
shit.
did it to himself.
No,
He just said
Yeah,
his
but
whole
you
goal.
said it. You said it. It's like, yeah, I understand what I'm doing. And then you're like, yeah, you're a lonely bitch. Aww.
Yeah, but if he
Damn.
understands it, then I mean...
Yeah, but there's like an unspoken rule where you don't go and tell somebody that they're bad.
Is there really?
There's an
I'm
unspoken
sorry,
rule.
I'm too honest.
Well,
I disagree with that. I think you should anyway.
Well, if that's the reasoning, then it's not that I'm bad. I'm just too good at it.
Well, sorry for admitting that your logic was correct. I don't know where to go with that one.
That's funny.
Oh, shit.
Too funny.
I'm an awful
too funny.
person. Nobody be my friend. That's the lesson that we have all learned today.
Oh,
There
it's-
we go.
It's
Check
way
that
too
off.
late for that.
Yeah,
Look,
check-
just because you were forced to love me because we signed a contract does not mean that you have to be my friend.
Yeah, it does. Or else it'll be a whole lot worse for me.
it's somewhere in the bowels. It's hidden somewhere.
Yeah. It's in the
You know where he
border.
sleeps.
Yeah.
Well, now that I ruined everything, let's do this.
Well, we've also been playing a shitload of players unknown
Yeah.
player something
Player
like that.
There's
Unknown,
it's just
Battlegrounds,
words.
something like
It's player. There's battleground, player, unknown.
Players unknown battleground.
Something.
Yes. Red got tired of playing by himself.
He was lonely.
He was lonely. So he bought me and Baka a copy. And we
Because
carried
he's
That was nice
also
of him.
rich, apparently.
Yep. So we've been playing the hell out of that. I'm pretty sure I've talked about that game several times, but yeah, I've been looking at it for a while. Commercials, people playing it, and when I watch streams, they'll play it in their off times and all that shit, and it's about as fun as I thought it was. I mean, me and Baka can.
Which,
about
by the
as
way,
fun as I thought it
actually
was.
doesn't sound good. By the way, it's almost like it's almost like it's pretty as good as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
like-
it's an
He
early
says
But it
access
wasn't
game.
like,
like
oh, it's as
yelling.
good as I thought it was gonna be. Like your inflection on it was like.
It's an early access game, so I'm definitely not going to get all hyped for it. That's why I wasn't going to buy it, because I was waiting for it. But it is about as good as I was expecting it to be. It's fun. You throw into a match. You jump out of the plane. You pick a little area that you want to fucking land in. You parachute out of the plane. You search the houses and try to get as many supplies as you can. And then you start making for the battle areas, because the map shrinks constantly. Every couple of minutes, a white circle will pop up, and the blue one will start, like after the timer, it'll start shrinking up. Whew. That shit gets intense when you're trying to run for it and you have another group of people that are running for it and you're looking back and forth going, shut up, bitch. I'll get there first. And you try to shoot them. It can get rough. Me and Baka got pretty far. I think our lowest was 4th place.
Yeah.
Fourth out of 50 people, or 50 teams. Which is pretty good. But
nice job.
To be fair, we spent most of our time hiding.
Couple of shoot-ups here
So I'm
and
sorry,
there,
being
most of it
smart.
running and
That's all I
hiding.
just heard. Being smart.
Yeah, being smart. That's definitely how it works. We've hidden in houses and cars will drive by. Or the one time, I'm still mad at myself about that. They came into the house and we heard them walking around downstairs because you could hear footsteps and you could tell where they're at. So we heard them rummaging around downstairs and we're just upstairs kind of hiding from them. They kept like throwing grenades up here and we weren't moving. And then they came up and just lit us up and killed us.
Oh,
I got one.
Yeah,
how did they know you were there?
Some of the doors were open.
Oh.
When a game starts, all doors to all buildings are closed.
And you
Yeah,
can't
but you
close the
guys
doors
could've
behind
You
you?
searched
can
and
close
then
the doors
left.
behind you, but we were in a rush because we heard them driving up the Jeep. So we closed the doors on the outside, but we didn't close some on the inside.
Oh.
Oh.
If you're smart, you'll know that somebody was there. And if the
I
doors
hid in
are
the
closed...
bathtub on one of them too. Like right when the game started, all I had was like I think a pistol, and some dude came running in with a bigger gun. So I hid in the bathroom and yelling for chicken, and shooting at him through the door that we made. Like I made a hole in the door, kind of shooting at each other.
Oh,
And
yeah.
chicken came in behind him and popped him.
Yep. Oh, my goodness. Or the time it gets ridiculous when you jump out of the plane and you see a bunch of other people falling down with you. Then it becomes a rush. Find a weapon, cap those some bitches as soon as possible because they're going to do the same thing. Like I found a gun and I ran and checked in a room and some dude ran in behind me and knocked me down because you get taken down and then you get executed. So
no.
I'm down going, oh my god, Baka, help, help, help. He runs over and then shoots this guy behind the door and the guy trying to... Because I'm crawling out the door going, help! And the guy tries to come up behind me to use me as cover and Baka shoots him in the head. Gets me up, and then I use my shotgun to finish him off.
Yeah, I let him crawl around and let chicken have the revenge shot.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Sounds terrible.
I'm also not allowed to drive the motorcycle by myself anymore.
Oh, Baka's not allowed to drive. What?
Nope. I've killed myself twice on the motorcycle.
Hells yes, see, it's not just me.
I had a weapon. I was trying to get to the safe zone, and this was when I was playing by myself, and I was driving and was going off-road, just trying to cut through as quickly as I could,
Oh no.
and flipped the motorcycle and killed myself.
He's saving somebody else the trouble.
Yes.
Yep, and someone else got my sniper rifle and everything else, which, yeah. The second time, I kind of lagged out and kind of did the same thing again, but I mean, it's still in beta, so...
Yep.
But I lagged out and flipped and killed myself again.
Oh god. Good times.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm actually a little sad that we can't stream. Actually, I'm a lot sad. I'm always sad that we can't stream, but that would be hilarious to stream.
Yeah.
You guys being super tactical and like, hide in the shower, hide in the
Fuck that shit. There is no tactics to this game. It's like, there are people there. Shoot them. Oh god, they're shooting back. Watch out for the grenades. And then, oh my god, I don't know if it was you, Baka, or Red, who threw a frag grenade at a window and it bounced off back into the room with us. He's like, watch out, dink. Oh shit, get out of the house. I was like, oh my fucking god.
No, that was Red, because I went to go through a smoke grenade. He's like, no, wait, remember it bounces off the windows.
It's because you have to shoot out the windows first. We had a
No,
shootout.
even when you shoot them out, it still bounces for some reason.
Oh my god, you guys are the best.
Yeah, it was...
My face hurts.
It's crazy. And you have solo play, where you have 100 people spawn. You have 100 people free for all. Then you have duos, 50 teams of 2, and then squads, which is 25 teams of 4. So, yeah.
So funny.
You guys have fun with that one.
It's a lot of fun because I mean, you just jump in, You try to survive, you die, you leave, you start again, and it's just kind of like you just keep playing different rounds, see what you could do.
So what you're saying is, if anybody that is watching / listening has this game, you guys should all play together.
Yeah, we picked up a random dude the first time we did the 4-team one, the squad.
Yeah, he carried the hell out of us.
Picked a random.
Yeah, he did.
Carried the hell out of us.
You guys gotta get good.
We've got a little bit better.
When me, Chicken, and Red all jumped in, those two went down pretty quickly, and I landed kind of far away from them because my plane lagged out, so I didn't get a jump out until after they did. And so I was running up to them, trying to get to them. I didn't find any weapons or anything. I didn't have anything at all except for a backpack.
Yeah, and this motherfucker likes to start the rounds naked, by the way. He doesn't put on clothes in the lobby.
Because it is fun, like, when you go and search for things, just to find random clothes, and you get such weird outfits. So far, my favorite one has been the red and white striped shirt, so I look like Waldo running around.
That's what I'm doing in Dead Rising. Any outfit that I come across, I put on, like piece of clothing, whatever. So for a while, he was running around in like ladies' leg warmers or like yoga pants with leg warmers and a crop top because that's what was there. I was like, "Where's the next outfit?"
But anyway, continue with your story.
It makes it more fun.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
I got up to them. I think Chicken went down first. And then this dude took down Red, and he started shooting at me, and I ran up in this little tower thing and like hid behind and ducked behind the wall, and then he finished off Red and was like, "I'm gonna go finish off your friend," and he's like, "Come on out here, come on out here." I was like, "Well, fuck, might as well start the next round." I came out, and he's like, "No, you go ahead, you have nothing, just run, keep going." So I start running naked, and I start heading towards the car that he had. He's like, no, you take my car, I'm going to shoot you fucking now. So I just keep running past the cars and keep going.
So is it like a proximity mic where you can hear other people if you're close to them?
Yes,
yeah.
If you're talking,
okay.
Then yeah.
Okay.
Most people won't talk out in the open, which is fine. You talk in your teams and whatnot. But yeah, if you're playing free-for-all, you can talk to everybody, and it's... Ooh. In free-for-all, it's savage as hell. Like, I landed in one area, and there was like 15 of us, and you count to about 5, and then you hear nothing but gunfire. And people fucking screaming, "Oh, I'll kill you, son, bitch! Stop running! I don't have a gun, don't kill me! I'm gonna fucking kill you, bitch!" It's like, oh god, it's like World War III over here, just run.
I've gotten to where, like, when situations like that, if I don't have a weapon... I did in one game where I ran up and just started punching a dude who had a pistol, and he's like, "What the fuck? What the hell are you doing?" I'm just...
Yeah. I mean, if you don't have a gun, I chased one person into a closet and just beat him to death, and then their friend came up behind me and killed me with a gun, and then Red came up behind him and killed him, and then finished off the other one that I beat to death. Oh my god. The shit that happens in that game is wild.
See, now I kind of want to play.
It is ridiculous. I mean...
Oh,
Woo.
wow. Okay, then.
Well, Grif plays, we'd have a 4th squad member.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we'd be running more 3.5. I'm
Three
not
and a
sure how
quarter.
helpful I could be.
It's a shooter with mouse and keyboard. You don't have an option for controller, so...
Oh, damn it. So, yeah, 3.25. Wow.
We'll just make Grif the pack mule and give her, like, the level 3 backpack and have her carry everything.
Yeah, I need bandages. I'm dying. I don't know how to drop
Here,
things.
I'm
If you get
just like
shotgun.
the hoarder, taking all the stuff.
Hey, you can run with the shotgun.
Yeah.
So I can
I was
corner
doing pretty
camp
well
with
with
all
the
of our
shotgun,
stuff
actually.
and a shotgun.
Oh.
Got it.
Oh, one of my favorite stories is Baka checked the house, and he turned a corner and got popped by some dude. And he's like, "Oh my god, he's camping that fucking corner." And I kind of went around, and I couldn't get an angle from the outside of the house, and Baka's like, "He's sitting right there. As soon as you turn that corner, he is right there." I had my shotgun out. I basically just jumped into the hallway and shot the corner, and he was right there, and he died instantly. And his buddy come in, and I went into the bathroom. The door was right next to it. I went into the bathroom, and the guy looked and saw his buddy dead, and then turned his back and started going the other way. And I came back out of the bathroom, and I was like, "Hey, bitch, pop, pop." And he fell. And then another person came. Like, I don't know what it is about that area, but people swarm to it. Oh my goodness, we've been in a lot of shootouts
and
there.
you were all the moths.
Apparently, I think 4 shootouts we've had in that little area.
4 or 5, something like that.
Yeah, because we ran over there 3 times. We've driven a car over there and ended up in a shootout. I mean, it's rough over there.
Got it. Don't go there.
Yeah.
Thank God we don't have a whole lot of news to talk about. We spent like half the show talking about what we've been playing.
Hell yeah. We've also been playing Divinity.
Yeah, that's right.
We're trying to finish it before Divinity 2
I am not
comes
playing
out.
Divinity, but they named a character after me, and I'm amazing.
Yes, she
is our tank.
Yeah, she's immune to frozen. She's immune to stun, and basically the only thing that can CC her hard CC is there for her to get knocked down. And since she has high bodybuilding, she only can get knocked down for like a turn. She's like,
So
I'm knocked down. I'm gonna get back up, bitch.
The immune to frozen and stun comes in extremely helpful because sometimes my spells accidentally stun and freeze us in the process.
What's that,
of
friendly
damaging.
fire? Oh my god.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Gotta
do
be
that
careful.
quite a bit.
Oh my god, because the way the game is like run on a full elemental system, and you hit things, blood pops out, it covers the floor. You make it rain, it covers the floor, and he likes to use his electricity abilities. So he'll shoot electricity at somebody, and it'll zap them, and then it'll zap the whole floor covered in blood and water, and anybody standing in it gets stunned. So it's like, yeah, ACC.
But at least the bad guy is stunned in the process.
Yeah, and the rest
but
of
if
your
everybody
team.
else is, then nobody can hit him while he's stunned.
I can
Except
still
for
hit him on the
Baka.
way in the back.
Yeah, so we've had a few rough battles, but so far we've made it through. But I'd say we're like maybe 3/4 of the way through, 70% of the way through. This is a long fucking
We need to
game.
finish that. Well, we also killed a giant spider for Grif.
Yeah. Chicken made me come see it.
It was a giant spider.
It was.
Oh man, Meteor did so much damage to that thing.
Yes, he's got himself a new favorite ability. But Divinity is such an incredible game. I actually have a hard time believing it was made by an indie studio. That game surpasses most of the AAA games that we see nowadays. So, I mean, if you have not played it, buy it. It's fantastic.
If you're into
Sequel is coming out,
RPGs.
so buy it, play it, beat it, and then buy the sequel.
Hell, at this rate, I don't know if we're even going to beat it. The game fucking seems so damn long. I love it, by the way. Don't take that as a bad thing. Love that it's
It's a lot of content.
yeah,
that's
there's
all.
a lot of content.
So you get you get more than what you pay for.
Oh,
essentially.
absolutely.
A lot of
I mean,
content.
40. I think it's $45 for Divinity 2, and that's a fucking steal for how good that game is. I wish I could give the developers more money. Take my money. Make good games.
Divinity 3 will now be $60. Congratulations, chicken.
That's fine. That's a company that I feel like you are definitely paying for what you get. I mean, hell, I think the first one was $30.
Yep.
And that was incredible for $30.
It was kickstarted, right? The first two were kickstarted?
The first one was kickstarted. The second one I think was kickstarted. Maybe it was kickstarted.
I don't remember.
I don't know if the second one was kickstarted. I think the first one was successful enough for them to be able to just do a second one. But other than that, I mean, when we first started playing, we had this one giant map, and I was like, oh, wow, this is going to be pretty cool. And then we hit the second zone, and I'm like, oh, wow, they're cool. There are 2 maps. And at this point, there's like
17.
4 full giant maps and several dungeons and secret areas. And all right, Baka and I had a ridiculous encounter. We were walking, we were exploring, and we come across this guy who is moving farm animals. A rabbit, a sheep, and 2 cows. And Baka
Did you blow them up?
Baka has a special ability called Pet Pal, which means he can talk to the animals.
Which sometimes makes me want to kill the animals, but we'll get into that here in a moment.
So we talked to the guy. The guy was moving them to a different city to get slaughtered. So Baka decided to tell the animals that they were getting moved to slaughter. The rabbit got pissed and ran off. So the guy was mad. Then he told the cows, and the cows were horrified and asked Baka to kill the guy. So we killed the guy and let the animals go free. Like, what the hell kind of shit do we wander into in scenarios like that? It's like, oh yeah, you know.
I've also come across several pigs that have called me like fat and things like that, so I got really pissed at one and burned it with a fireball.
Turned it into bacon. The amount of things in this game is just amazing. But I will end my tangent there.
Your tangent.
Tangent?
Yes. I could go on and talk about Divinity all day. Probably play it just as long.
He's not lying. Like, he's talked to me about it for quite some time, which is fine. It sounds like it's really fun, and I'm glad they're enjoying it.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome sauce.
You want to talk about a handful of newsy type things that we've got?
Sure.
Like
Looks
really
like we got another delay this week, which is Middle Earth: Shadow of War.
Door.
Is now, huh?
War door.
Yeah, War. It looks like it's being moved up or back 2 months. Not a big deal, I don't think.
Yeah, it's not a long delay, and I'd rather them make it good. So that's fine. Nobody's gonna care.
I care. I want it, but at least it's gonna be good. But I care. I care. It hurts my feelings.
Well, I mean, we care. It's just that I don't think that it's gonna be like, oh no, 2 months, moved back, deal breaker, never gonna buy that game. I don't think that's gonna
it could
be...
move back 2 years, and I would probably still buy that game. I'd be very heartbroken, but I would still buy it.
I'd still buy it.
Yeah, October
first one's so
10th
good.
should be a worldwide release on that one, so don't worry, you can buy it just 2 months after you originally thought you could.
No big deal.
Speaking of delays, Shenmue 3 may not hit its December release date, which I don't know why they even thought that it would hit that date, but
I'm so surprised.
Are you
Yeah.
really?
yeah,
No.
like the sarcasm is palpable. Their like release page on the website apparently hasn't been updated since immediately after the Kickstarter, so who knows when that's going to come out, but it won't be at E3, and I don't think we're seeing Final Fantasy VII either. So it seems like both of those that were like super huge at E3 a couple of years ago are kind of quietly going to turn into the next Last Guardian.
It's the E3 curse. Oh no.
Well, here's the thing that's interesting to me is, like, during their little discussions about it, it says, while our schedule has yet to be finalized, we will be devoting June to game development. As a result, will unfortunately not be participating in any game shows. So, what have you been doing before June?
I know.
Yeah,
It's
like,
Have
like
just
you
fucking
not been
around?
developing the game?
May was
Look how
our
much money they
vacation
had,
month.
Okay, May was our vacation month for 2 years.
Exactly. And in July we'll have our lunch breaks for the whole month, and we'll think about the game, and then August we'll produce a little
We
more.
may do
and-
some doodles on some napkins here and there.
Yeah, there you
We'll
go.
spitball some ideas for the RP side.
In September we're going on vacation again, and then maybe October we'll develop a little more.
And you know we ain't working through November and December. That's Thanksgiving and Christmas time.
Exactly. We'll get back to it in February. January's for families.
We know you all have been waiting like 16 years for this game, but no big deal.
And
Not
you
a big
shoved money by the heapful at us when we opened a Kickstarter, but you can wait a little longer.
Maybe they were like secretly hoping that it wouldn't get enough funds, so that way they can go, well,
Oh.
sorry, just not enough people interested.
deal.
And now
I
that they
think
got
that
a
they
crap
knew
ton of
it
money,
was
they're
gonna
like,
be
shit, what
big.
the hell do we do? We don't even have a story.
We thought we'd never have to work on this. We thought this was just a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
Surprise, motherfuckers!
$1 million publicity stunt.
Tropico, there's gonna be a new Tropico. It doesn't have an actual release date, just 2018, but oh my god, yeah, a new Tropico!
I really liked the commercial for it too, because they
Yes.
had all the modern stuff going on, and he picks up whatever their version of Twitter is, which is like
Spitter.
I think.
Is Spitter.
Spitter. Yeah, so he's got Spitter that he's sitting there going through. That's funny.
Yes. So 2018, absolutely.
But I like that because he's like posting on it, and it reminds, like, you know, we've got a modern day president. Well, the last two presidents have had that option to be able to do that. So it's kind of
We'll see
interesting.
how
that
El
you got another-
Presidente does it.
Yeah. And I would be interested to see if you give choices for that. Like, this is what I want to put on Twitter today.
Oh.
Or if it's, you know what I mean? Or if it's going to be to
Oh
where
my
it's just
God.
like, oh, you know, this being said. Or if you could respond. Like, you know, the rebel leader posted this on Twitter today. Can you respond to him on Twitter too? Like,
You get like 3 choices
Spitter.
to respond. Oh my god.
yeah. Well, because you could do that with the speeches, right? Didn't you have like three things? to put
It
in
was
the
when you
speech?
were being elected in
Yeah.
4. I don't know about 5 because they haven't had any elections. They've just liked me. Well, or deposed me completely without elections.
Right.
But in 4, you got the elections, and you could pick topics that were important to them that you were going to promise them things for, and then you have to work towards that in your next mandate.
Yep.
So, yeah, maybe. That'd be fun. Hopefully they'll like me more than Tropico 5 people, though. So Tropico 6, let's hope it's, gonna be not as mean to me. Yeah, I'm kind of pumped about that. Oh, and the Mars game that they're working on. So there's gonna be 2 world sim builder thingies that I'll get to play.
Builders?
Something like that. It's not a...
It's definitely not a world builder.
No. Dictator builder.
It's a city
Well,
builder.
yeah, but Mars wouldn't be a dictator builder.
Maybe.
No.
I imagine you're still going to have somebody that's like El Presidente making all of the plans.
Or the people back on Earth making all the plans.
Wow.
Pod number 6 is running low on oxygen. Let them suffocate.
That'll learn them.
Until they're ready to work for pennies on the dollar, then they can just be sad and die.
Blow the hatches! Blow the hatches!
That's like the best negotiation scheme ever. You take the things that I have offered you, or else I'll just not let you have oxygen. Your choice. You can do whatever you want.
Space balls! Have a canned air.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Canned air. I will sell them canned air. I hope I can do that. Let's see. What else is there? Oh. Apparently there might be a Life is Strange prequel. Like, we know that we talked about last week that there was going to be a sequel, but there might also, by a different studio, be a prequel.
Meh, you gotta be careful doing prequels with story-based games, because then you start getting into retconning your own stories.
Well, you have to... With a prequel, with a game like that, the games, like the Telltale games and all this stuff, are... You're supposed to believe that your choices matter, but in the end, there's going to be like 1 or 2 options for how the game's going to go. Mm-hmm. So you still get the illusion of those choices mattering all the way up until, the end and whatnot, and then you feel like what your choices you made, that's the ending you got. If you have a prequel, the end, no matter what you choose, has to be the same, because it has a next game. You already have the foundation for what the choices have to lead to. So I don't understand how you can even offer that illusion of choice, knowing that no matter what you do, it's going to end the same way, because it has to.
Well, and based on the fact that they're trying to use
the same characters.
The same characters, there's got to be...
Well, it's not Max. It's going to be... Or it looks
it
to
would
be...
be Chloe, though.
Chloe and Rachel Amber Rachel, whichever.
It's
2
Rachel.
first names.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but based on the game and what we know of those 2 characters, it's kind of... And then also the ability that's available in the game itself, we've never seen. It's almost like that ability never existed until we got to Max. So it doesn't really make sense to have a prequel that if you're going to have the same ability. Maybe it's just a storyline to build up to that.
Well, they're speculating that the sequel to Life is Strange will be a different ability and a different story.
Right.
But I don't know about the prequel. I mean, if you could rewind time and everything, I mean, maybe the idea is that Amber can struggle along, because I think she's supposed to be the main character in that one. She can struggle along and make all of her choices and rewind time as many times as she wants, but in the end she has to die.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's where I was going to go with that. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of similar to... I don't know what choice you guys made at the end of Life is Strange, but you can make a choice to where it's something similar to that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it'd be like one of those things where somebody tries to do everything in their power to change the way things work, yet at the end it's all futile, and the way it has to work was the original way. You can fuck with the timeline all you want.
But you still have 2 options, like 2 big options by the time you get to the end of Life is Strange.
That is true.
That are 2 very different options.
Yeah.
With that one, you'd have to come to the same conclusion no matter what.
Yeah, but that's because there's already a sequel in it. That prequel option, you don't have an option.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to do a prequel to a game like that.
Maybe they're doing 1 episode to set up the storyline for that, and it's like you make the choices and stuff, but they're not going to be it's not going to hurt what you have to do with Max. Like, you just do one single episode for $4.99 or whatever it is they charge for an episode.
I don't think that they would just do one episode. I think if they're going to do a prequel, it's going to be a full, 5 episodes kind of deal. Because I don't see the point in doing just one episode, unless you wanted it to just be DLC to the first game.
Well, that's what I was kind of thinking. More of it like a DLC.
But it's being
thing
worked
for
on by a
ads.
different studio than Don't Nod. Like,
That's
it's been
because-
handed off.
Yeah, but that's because they're working on the sequel to Life is Strange.
I don't see handing it off to do just one DLC though.
No,
I
maybe
don't
not.
see handing it off to do a prequel for a game like that. It's a good idea. I mean, Telltale has not done. Telltale knows to go with story-based games. You can only go forward.
Yes, you don't want to go back and start saying, "Look how much your choices just don't matter." I mean, in the end, you as a rational human being understand that you're playing a game that's going to end one of several ways, regardless, because there are a finite number of choices.
Right.
However, you still have that feeling that your choices do matter, and something like that, it doesn't even to start with. So why give us choices? Just let us make it a linear story and be like, here you go. This is what happened to Rachel, whatever.
True.
Pretty much. I mean, that's probably about as far as you can go with it and make it seem plausible.
Or just pick whatever because your choices don't matter, and then everybody makes her out to be an asshole because they're just mad about it.
Yay, be mad at each other. Make it happen.
Well, I don't know.
Chaos. Then they start shooting each other, and it's World War III. Ask Chicken. We just heard that story.
Yeah.
The prequel to Life is Strange is actually the intro to Players Underground, whatever.
Players
Baka's running around pantsless with a Waldo shirt on.
Battleground.
A pantsless Where's Waldo? Yes.
Yeah, that's how he ends up a lot of the time.
It's just fucking weird, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's just fun to go up and go, oh, look, pants, put them on. Or, oh, look, a shirt, boom.
I like that everything you find in that world is sized for you. I mean, it's the same thing with Dead Rising. Everything that I find in the world is sized for Frank West, but, convenient.
You could still change clothes even if you already have clothes on. Like if you find, whenever I find that big cloak cape thing, it's a giant trench coat. I put it on because it makes me look badass. Run out with an assault rifle.
If I'm already wearing like a shirt and a pants, I don't really have the urge to go and find a new pair.
I don't find clothes either. I just find them on the floor.
Underwear, then I go, I'm kind of cold, so let's put these on.
There's no temperature gauge in that game.
In my head, there is.
Look, he is
I'm immersing
immersing
into the
himself. Okay?
You're immersed. Well,
You leave him alone.
I at least put on shoes, so that way I'm not running around barefoot all the time.
We need to play GTA Online again at some point.
We need
Just
to do
saying.
more heists, because I never got enough money to buy my helicopter in the game, because I always had to pay for the heists.
I don't know how much money I even have. We should definitely do that sometime. We might do that and put it on YouTube. That would be fun.
Actually, yeah.
Yay!
That'd be a good idea.
Yep. I'll have to update mine though. I reinstalled GTA so that my sister could play it, but I made sure that I have not yet, since it's been installed, plugged it into the online stuff because it has a 12 gig update that has to download.
Well, we can't play because I don't have a TV.
Oh, you son of a bitch. I'll go get you one right now.
Right.
Bye guys, we have to end the show so that we can run to Target and get chicken and a monitor. Bye. It's been
What?
fun.
Did it go out?
No, we got that security system, and he sacrificed his Xbox monitor essentially for the security system. So
Oh.
now we have to get him another one, which we've been meaning to do, but we've just been putting it off, and now we have a reason to.
So what I just heard was 4K. Got it.
What you just heard was, no, we're gonna go look for something cost effective because we don't have any money right now.
Yes. Okay, on to the last thing, because it's going to be a discussion heavy kind of.
Oh, jeebus, here we go.
Here we go. You're the one that has the differing opinion.
Well, you don't know what their opinions are.
Yeah, that is true. Steam Direct fee will be $100 per title. That's it.
So instead of $100 as an entry fee, like Greenlight was $100 and you can put up as many games as you wanted to, now it's $100 per title.
Yep. And if you reach $1,000 in sales, you get that deposit back.
I would have gone with $1,100 for the sales, but just so that way You know what I mean? Like, I want my $100 back. The first $1,000 is yours. You know. I don't know really. Like, I still think it's a shit system. I just don't really know what I feel about that.
I just think that you shouldn't allow just shitty things on there. If it's shovelware, even if you're spending $100 to put it up there,
But you can't force people to buy that, though. I mean, that's the thing. Is you can put anything and all the shit that you want up on there, but you're not going to make people buy it.
Yeah, but I think $1,000 is a low mark if you're going to do that. Like, I think, because let's say you're selling a game for $10.
Okay.
All right, so you're selling the game for $10. You got to sell it 100 times in order to be able to get it, right? So
$10? Yeah, 100 times.
Okay, so you got to sell it 100 times in order to be able to get your $100 back. All right, well, you just made your money back. And the money you put into it, you got everything back off of that. Like, but it's
that's
like,
assuming people don't refund it for it being so bad. I mean, if I
but they're still limited on how long they can do that, right?
It's 2 hours. I thought it was
2 hours.
It's 2 hours. If I play a game for an hour and it plays like a giant turd, I'm gonna refund it, and then they don't get their sale.
That's true. As long as it doesn't count that, like as long as it takes into account refunds, I guess that's a little better.
I mean, yeah, you can't.
I
And
still think the mark should be a little bit higher, though.
Valve is
I
also.
still think that Steam should be fucking paying attention to what's on their goddamn platform.
But they're just a platform. I mean, that's kind of what Steam has always been.
It's not like you could go to the store and be like, "Oh, we'll just put whatever on our shelves as long as the marketing company gives us. This has got glass in it. 10 people refunded it. We should probably take it down."
That's different than this. This. They have people who do it. It's like if customers walked in and checked it and there were glass in the jelly, they'd be like, let's take this down.
Okay. I just feel like it shouldn't be there to start with.
It probably shouldn't be, but I mean, that's just what an open market does. You can't have everything. You can't have a perfect market.
But it's not open. That's the thing. You're dealing with Valve, and they're creating an open market, but you're not. You're an organization that has prided themselves on a client that allows us to be able to go in, purchase games, and play off of that format. That you got to have some type of standard because you've already created a standard, and so now what you're going to do is lower your standard in order to comply with
all the bullshit.
Yeah. So, but you're going to have. There needs to be extra stuff added to this. Like, I'm fine. Like, if they want to keep the $1,000 and the $100 into there, fine. But they need to be like, within this time frame, you have to sell this amount.
Or if you have this many refunds, then we pull your game down because it's
right.
not what it should be on our platform.
And those rules may come into play later after on. But I mean, I think markets like this are good for indie companies that are actually making good games and are trying to get out there. But you're also going to get the shitheads who are just shitheads trying to make money.
If they just had a team that vetted the games before they were on the platform to start with, those indie devs would be much more successful because people in general, en masse, would be much more okay with going through the direct, like, catalog and seeing what was there instead of going, I really don't want to because I know 80% of it's going to be shovelware bullshit that I'm not interested in, so I'm not going to look for the 20%.
And that's why they're creating an algorithm using the human mind, which is fucking crazy. Yeah, like alright, we're going to look at specific places where human eyes can be injected into the store algorithm. They're going to input a human aspect into the algorithm for the Steam store so that it monitors itself, which is just one step away from fucking Skynet. But I mean,
I for one welcome our computer
degree,
overlords.
Yes.
But that's
the difference is the human mind is a lot more unpredictable than an algorithm is.
Right, but
algorithms set off in a particular formula.
We're just gonna all it's gonna be is eventually it'll be GLaDOS telling us what we can and can't play.
I mean, if it's like, okay, this game is getting 60% negative reviews,
this game is shit this week,
it gets kicked off Steam. Simple, right? This game is not doing well. Its sales are down, its refunds are up, and the reviews are down. Bad game.
Nobody likes it.
Bad game. Bin. And then it just starts wading through the games a lot faster than a human could.
Well,
refunds
and then it takes
up
over the world.
Yeah, I mean, this is just the first step. It may not be the best step, but the first step is not always a good step.
Oh. I'll give you that one.
though.
I mean, I
give it a year.
I think you're right.
And
I think there's no
where,
such thing as the perfect system.
Yeah, give it a year, let it play out, see how bad or how it improves, and then they'll go from there.
I just have to see. I just think that there should, and it could be, and they're just not saying it in this particular article, but I would think you just need a little bit more, I don't know, restrictions put on along with that. Like, and maybe they feel bad because they're making them pay $100 right off the bat or something. I don't know. But, I mean, I think I would put some restriction in there, and I would raise that price to probably $2,000 worth of sales. Because you're going to have, I mean, if I've got a $10 game and you've got a $50 game.
Man, if it's a $50 indie game, that shit better be good. Good damn.
I was going to say, I don't know if anybody's going to.
That motherfucker, Players Unknown Battleground is $30. And I've watched a lot of it, and it looks good.
Okay, well, we'll say $30. Even then, you
couldn't get me to buy it. I wasn't going to buy it.
Yeah, no, but how many people did buy it before you got it?
That's true.
And you got a friend that bought how many of them so you could play it?
3 of them. But that's not my money invested.
Right,
yeah,
but somebody invests the money. It's the same amount whether you bought it or not.
But somebody it's a good game.
Yeah.
We're going to just have to agree to disagree or agree to wait it out because there's not going to be a meeting of the minds on this.
And I don't know if it's true, but I saw something in one of the comment sections that said that they're only going to put out 5 games a day from the thing.
It's good if they slim down the content a little bit.
So that 5 games will get pushed out. And for curators, going through 5 games a day is going to be like an hour project.
I would almost do it a set date. You know, like every Tuesday or Friday, we know we've got major games that are coming out. Right. Depending on where they're at. So I would almost do like, okay, on Steam on Wednesdays, we have Indie Wednesday or something like that, right?
Wednesdays.
You know, and so that would come out on on this particular, the direct fee or whatever it is, the Stream Direct, or Steam Direct. Do that and set the system up that way to where at least we all know that because you think about it, you're doing 5 a day. All right, that's 35 a week. Yeah. Now multiply that times 30. Now multiply that times another 12.
Yeah, but
that's a lot a year.
Will get weeded out pretty fast then. I mean, if somebody releases a carbon copy of Minecraft and it's not good, then that game is going to die real quick within that day. It's like, oh, this one's bad. All the curators say it's bad. You're not going to sell anything.
Yeah, but not everybody's on Steam every day either. That's the reason I would say I would pick a particular day. I mean, even if you do 10 or 15 in one day, but just say, okay, we got 15 for the week. Here's Wednesday. Here's your 15. And now everybody can go through and go, oh, that looks good. No, that doesn't look great. Blah, 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 blah. And it's like they've made their $1,500 from the people that have put the money in, and the next Wednesday they got another set of games that are coming in.
Yeah, they need to keep a voting system for people who don't buy the game either. Like, does it look good? Does it seem appealing? Does it actually look like a good game? Go ahead.
But their vote would have to count less because they haven't played it.
That's fine, but you're just basing it on... Like, you could look at a lot of pictures.
Was.
Yeah, you could look at a lot of pictures and be like, this game looks awful.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is you can put all the window dressing on it you want until somebody buys it.
But see, that's what Greenlight was. Greenlight, you were looking at videos and pictures and then saying yes or no to it.
So, somewhat of kind of balancing
it's going to take a while for them to work out something that's going to work. And this may not be it, but we'll see.
Yes, it's just the first step in their new program, so...
Yeah,
Trial and error.
Yes, that's pretty much. Steam Greenlight worked for a little while, so, I mean, they're going to try something else and change it as it needs. I mean, Valve isn't a stupid company. They know what they're doing. Right? Are we wrong? Are they dumb?
No, that's... I get what you're saying.
I don't disagree, but I also think that when you can do 40 really good things, but you're going to make a mistake sometime.
Greenlight was their mistake.
Greenlight was a mistake, and I think that they're trying to correct the mistake they made, but I don't necessarily think this is the correct direction to go either.
Is it a better direction
than what it was? Maybe.
We will have to, this is going to be one of those things we cannot debate it out right now. We will have to wait and see.
When is it getting launched?
Soon. Trademark.
Oh. Should have fucking guessed. When's it getting launched soon? Oh, whatever.
Damn.
Yeah. Alright, what else? Anything else?
That was all the news.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that should be it.
Good, because I got some recording stuff to do and some things and some editing and yeah.
Awesome sauce. All right, we appreciate everybody that hangs out with us each and every week in Infinite Respawn. Make sure that you go on to YouTube and watch our video and stuff there if you're just listening to the audio. Also, you can go on there and watch our old broadcast as well as gameplay videos and other stuff that we've done throughout the years. And possibly Grand Theft Auto later on.
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe. We'll see what happens if somebody gets a monitor or not.
Yeah, I got 3 of them now.
All right. Come on.
Also, make sure you go to Twitter. You can find us there at Infinite Res PC. You can also check me out personally at MDB Oak Tree. You can check out Grif.
At Grif Slinum.
Check out Chicken.
At Elite Chicken 313.
Check out Baka.
And Baka Pickle.
Make sure you go to our website as well, infiniterespawn.com. Go on there, join the forums, hang out. Make sure that you're checking out Grif's run-through of Dead Rising 4, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about on the website, yes.
Yes, so you can go
I'll
through it on the
update that
website,
later.
and she's updating that pretty regularly. So go on there and see what she's got to say about the game. She's giggles a lot about because she likes killing zombies. So, for Infinite Respawn, I'm Oak Tree.
I'm Grif.
I'm Chicken.
I'm Baka.
See ya.
Bye. You just
Oh,
interrupted
bye,
Baka
Mr.
like
Baka.
that.
Yeah,
Cool.
he's Baka, by the way.
No, that's Grif.
All right.
That's Grif. Bye.
Please hang up and try again.